Well, hello, I am Bean and welcome back to our Collector's World. And we're down here on our lowest levels. We are here for a reason, because I'm just collecting materials, ready for what we're going to be doing today. I've started filling up some shulker boxes and stuff of things that we've got. So I'm mostly down here for the cobbled deep slate. But naturally we're getting diamonds and stuff. Going to be wanting some diamonds in a bit. I've planned to do some gearing up. Our gear at the moment is... well, it could be worse, but yeah, it could be better. But the reason why I brought you here is for one reason. I have found something. So this is where I mine deep slate down here. This takes us down to like the optimal diamond level. Just like a block above the lowest levels of bedrock there. But as I said, I have found something that I haven't seen before. I've heard about, and it has been elusive from me. And not the iron block here, but to do with the iron block is this block here. Kind of looks like a weird off-color cobble, but what it is a block of raw iron. So that's pretty cool. So what I think that means is that the iron in this area might be an iron vein, which means that there should be... God damn it. There should be a lot of iron, basically. And we're going to have to put up with the lightning for a bit. But I thought I'd just bring you in here quickly. Just to like show you where I come mining and stuff like that. I was actually going to start mining at a higher level soon. Just because I was so low on iron. But this should sort me out for iron for a little bit. Yep, there's 3/4 of a stack. And it will probably just keep going. So I'm going to mine this out for a bit. Probably get a few more resources down here while I'm doing stuff. And maybe go grab some ancient debris from the nether. I'll meet you back topside and we'll start the episode proper. Okay, we finish our mining spree. The question of which shulker it is this one. So I wanted to show you what we got from that iron vein. We got a stack in 23, which is pretty good. A fair amount of iron just from mining for like 2 minutes. Like if I put that in comparison, this 38 iron here is from the same time that it took me to get all this. So at that bottom level, I actually got a comparable amount of iron and diamonds. I don't know if that's just luck or what, but there we go. Well, I'll leave that there because that will all go in the chest off camera. So what we're going to be doing today? Well, I hear someone around, actually. Where are you? Ah, my friend. What are you trading? Oh, Nautilus shells. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm looking at him like I've got any emeralds of worth. Like, I've used all my emeralds up on mending books. But that brings us swiftly on to what we're doing. What we are doing is that thing over there today. I tend to steer clear of the village a lot. And that's because I'm sort of worried about the zombies getting turned into zombie villagers. Or, I mean, the villagers getting turned into zombie villagers. I wish zombies could be turned into zombie villagers. But I want to revamp it. I want to make it safe. And I want to sort of maybe incorporate a small villager breeder so that when I need villagers in my world, I can take them places. So maybe a nether portal in there as well. Something like that. It may not all get done today. I'm going to start the build at least. And what I'm going to go for is... do I take my bed with me? No, there'd be beds down there. I want to go for something that I've not seen before. That doesn't mean that it hasn't been done before, but I think when it comes to like villager breeders and that, there's not much ground to improve on them. You know, the villager breeders that are out there are really good. They're really compact. There's no point even really trying to improve on them. They're simple. But I don't tend to improve on stuff. I often go for form over function. So yeah, so I'm going to have a villager breeder in here somewhere. I'm just looking around of what I want to do. And my first plan is to raise this up. So it's safe. I thought it was not attached to the land so much, but it is actually quite well embedded into this area over here. But nevertheless, I'm still going to go ahead with what I wanted to do, because in sort of my mind's eye, it will look quite cool. Very hard to explain, but I think the best thing is if I start doing it, and then I'll bring you in when there's, well, something that you can sort of visualize a bit more. Okay, I've done this sort of sample wall. This wall is going to be sort of the cliff side that the villager is going to be raised up upon, and that should keep it safe from all the nasties that are about here. I'm going to go for this. So the idea is I wanted like a black rock, but I need to transition into a black rock, especially as we bring the perimeter of the village up towards this hill. And I'll kind of pillar up and show you quickly what the perimeter is going to look like. I don't know where's best to do that. Let's try here. Okay. Right. So I'm not sure how well you'll see this, but I've done the perimeter. It goes around the back of this house here, around the back of this house here, and then it links up with this shoreline. And similarly on this side, I've just done a fairly straight wall. I kind of wanted it as a long and narrow thing. As the wall gets up to this little hill here, this hill here is not connected to anything behind it. So I'm incorporating all this shoreline here and this hill into sort of the raised platform. It's going to be lower this end, I think, than this end, just using the pre-existing terrain. And I might have like a little beach here so we can access it by boat, but I'm not sure how the drowned interact with villagers, so I might not if that is possible. The idea is just to make this like a little safe haven. This house here, I've got rid of the bed, so it shouldn't be part of the village anymore, even though I've just put down that bed there, so they're probably looking for that one. These houses out here, so this house here is in what I plan the new village to be. These two huts out here, I kind of want to do like spikes. I kind of want to carry this long and thin sort of terrain out to sea a bit, but then maybe have spikes of like this blackness coming out the water. Maybe some bridges. So I might do some huts. But the buildings that we're going to construct on top of this terrain are not going to be houses like this. This is what's going to make it a little bit more unusual, I think. So I'm going to crack on for a bit more and let's see how it goes. Alrighty, I've just taken a break to do a bit of gearing up. It's quite slow over there. We're really having to sort of grind out with the iron shovels and stuff like that. Well, I didn't even start removing terrain, to be honest. Let's get rid of that. We've got better options now. So I'm just going to head up to our house. Is there any building materials we need in here? Nope. You might see the floor of the elevator. Now we've got nether portals going to unusual levels. Kind got away with it that time, but sometimes the state of the elevators isn't left in the right position for every floor. It's not really a big issue. You just overshoot the floor and then you come back down. But yeah, as I was saying, we've done some enchanting. Hopefully it speed up the process a bit. There's going to require a lot of materials for this build, and I needed the netherite that I started cooking up earlier. So how much netherite is that? That's only 3 ingots of netherite. Okay, so here's all the stuff we got earlier. I got a couple extra pickaxes. I saw Silk Touch come up, so I grabbed that, as our only one is a fortune pickaxe. We've got another fortune pickaxe. I thought I might combine them just so we'll have an efficiency 5, but really I think I'll just leave it as a backup. A few shovels, probably not worth it, but get an efficiency 5 on a shovel, sure, why not? Decent axe, Silk Touch hoe, gonna need some trees, some leaf blocks, so I thought that. A better shield, a better sword, I think. I might combine them just so we got the unbreaking and sharpness on them. And finally some Depth Strider boots, because currently we're just rocking these gold boots. But actually I think I'm thinking about it now, I probably will combine them, because I want to add a netherite ingot to it, and I don't want to do that until, oh my god, have I not got a, do I even own a workstation or workbench or tool bench or whatever? Right, be right back. Okay, I just had to look up the recipe. I wasn't very familiar with it, but this should be it. Nice, yeah, 4 wood planks and 2 iron, pretty simple. So yeah, let's chuck that down somewhere in there. And I think, oh, I don't even have an anvil. Do I even have enough iron here for an anvil? Probably not. Close, no cigar. Okay. Oh, I have, nice. I don't know my 9 times table, it seems. So let's chuck down that, chuck it over here, and let's upgrade these 2 together. 28 levels, that seems a bit overpriced. 26 levels. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It is what it is. Let's give it a name. Turbo Bean 5000. Nice. Why not? That's a lot of levels, but now if we upgrade this with a netherite ingot, it's near perfect, probably is perfect, so that's pretty good. I think that will do for now. Nothing else is perfect enough for me to warrant using a netherite ingot on it, but we've got a backup of tools now, which is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to sort out this and carry on building, so I'll be back when there's something to show you. No! My mouse is doing this really weird double clicking thing at the moment. It's probably just on its way out. I need a new mouse, but I hit record and it recorded 0.0 seconds. So I've just given you the grand tour, but I'll have to give you the grand tour again. So yeah, here we are. This is the villager plateau. I don't know what to call it. If anyone's got a better name for this, please suggest it. It needs a lot more work, as you guys can see, but this has been probably tens of thousands of blocks later. Been quite a while. This side over here is looking quite good, I would say, and this needs renovating over here. Still a blank canvas, but I thought I'd do a portion of it so I can show you guys. We don't need to do it all in one time, because we might want to add something specific to the village. So these are basically the generic villager houses. So let's go through the base of the plateau quickly. Yeah, stone, tough cobblestone into deep slate. And then we got some moss blocks for the basic texture, and we have some leaf blocks there to mix it up. We got a bit of time before nighttime. So the pre-existing village, I'll quickly just show you. That's all in here. And we'll swing by here in a second. But for now, let's show you what it's like on top. This is temporary stairs. Need to make a good way to get up and down there. But so yeah, as I said, this is all blank this side. This side I've done a bit of detailing. Still needs a bit more to go. So these little rocks that are sticking out, they're actually doubling up as villager houses. So I've made 4 houses so far. This is one of them. Now this is the one that I'm using at the moment. So I've got all my building materials in here and on me. Let's dump some of these off, shall we? Yeah, so cobblestone pathways coming down. Got some tuff in the pathways just to break it up. It's quite a repetitive texture. Got some grass up here as well to break up the moss. This is a second house. This one's more of like a slopey to the side house. I'm trying to make them all a bit random, you know. They're supposed to be natural formations that the villagers have hollowed out and moved into. So got a few beds in here as well. I might chuck down some hay blocks around here. Might make this one like a little farm area. Yeah, that'll do. That looks a bit weird, but yeah, that's fine. And this is house number 3. It's a sort of higher one. It goes a bit sharper down this side. And yeah, it looks a bit off balance, but I'm not too worried about that. Inside we've got some beams of wood coming across. We've got these glow shrooms throughout. I'm trying not to use too many torches here. Now the 4th house is actually underneath here. Something a bit more subtle, but I thought they would use that, so I put a door on there, and not much in here, but quite a cozy little hovel. So yeah, they're the 4 houses. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turning out. Probably dart a few more around here and a few more over here, and sort of keep this village fairly spread out. I might make even like a town century point, which I guess might be around here. I'm wondering if the villagers will venture out that far to find them places. I don't want it to be too crowded. So it's about to turn nighttime, so let's use that opportunity to head back under. So what I've got planned next is I've kept this hollow on purpose. Firstly, because I would be a maniac if I tried to fill it. And secondly, I'm going to tear down most of these buildings and level out, maybe just strip it down a bit more. So all our villagers are nice and safe in here with some sheep, horses, cows, and you know, the lot. Is this the guy that we've been using? Oh, we did use him a bit, but I used a different farmer villager. I don't know where he is. Oh, I destroyed his compost. It's one of... I don't know. In this house here, we have our mending villager. So we're going to keep him. I'm not sure if you guys have seen his trade, so I'll quickly show you. He's got mending, unbreaking, quick charge, which is pretty useless, name tags, which is pretty good. I'm not too worried about bringing the prices down through curing them. They're supposed to be expensive, you know, so I'm going to keep them expensive. It might come to the time when we make them a bit cheaper. But yeah, so this space down here, I'm going to be using to make a villager breeder. I'm going to have a nether portal somewhere. I think I'm going to shoot them up here and then take them to a nether portal somewhere over the far end. It might interrupt with our other nether portal. I'm not sure how that works. I think they might be too close, so they might connect. So I might have to get a bit adventurous with how I place my nether portals. Hello. Oh, it looks like I've used you quite a bit. So yeah, you can roam around. It's pretty safe for you to roam around. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get to sorting out this place in here. I'm going to build that breeder, and then we'll look at wrapping up the episode. So let's get to the breeder. Okay, I'm just back in the nether, and I'm looking at linking up the nether portal. So I need to get to minus 58. So let's go along here. It's only a few blocks. Okay, and the final touches. Let's put some blocks around the back, some blocks down here. Maybe just something like this. Just so we don't fall out the back. Right. 1, 2, 3. Oop. 1, 2, 3. And with any luck, this links up to our new villager area. I've built the portal on the other side. My only thing is it might be too close to that one. It looks so close in the nether, but obviously in the overworld it's a bit further away than that. Fingers crossed. Okay, brilliant, nice. So that works fine. This area needs a lot more detail still, but yeah, I built a bit of a spike out the ground. I'll show you from down there in a moment. But this portal, it will be used to transport the villagers into Nether so we can move them around our world a bit more. I'm going to get rid of all this and sort of decorate the seafloor at some point, but this project has gone on for way too long. So the plan is that I have built the villager spawner underneath here, and the plan why I put it here is I'm going to run a rail underneath this bridge, and so we can dump them off on this island. If you look at this bridge, it's not the nicest bridge in the world. I've just chucked it together really, but these are all trapdoors, and the reason why I've made them trapdoors is the villagers won't want to escape this island. They will sort of come to here and they will not be able to pathfind over the trapdoors. So that's why I've done that. I'm liking the location of it. It just needs a bit of TLC, a bit of detail here and there, and but yeah, it's looking quite cool. So as for what I've done down here, in this lake is elevators. I built 2 water elevators, bubble columns, one coming up and one going down. So before I do that, I just want to jump down here to show you what else I've done here. There's our nether portal. Looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Get a bit of a closer look here. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do a few more of this black stone coming out the sea here, just to make it look like kind of like them rocky shorelines. But what I was going to show you was, hello horsey, was what I've done down here. So this is our new cave entrance. So if we're coming down here, so I've enclosed it as a little bit of a cave, and it still needs some work done here. But here's the bubble columns that will take you up and bring you down. And here is our villager spawner. Now they're all sleeping. So the idea is I get up there and show you the construction, but they're all in bed at the moment because it's night time. The idea is they sleep here, but on your face. The only place they can get out of their bed is on this fence post here. So we're sleeping in our bed. I quickly chuck together a makeshift platform just so you hopefully you can see it. But when they get out of bed, they will all pop into the middle like so. And you saw that fence post that they're on. That fence post is actually not big enough to keep the baby villagers in. So when we chuck food at them, the baby villagers will fall down the middle of the chute. And then we can collect them down here. I've not made a collection system yet, but what I want to do is have a button or something to say, right, I want you to go to the village up there, or another button to say, I want you to go to the Nether portal over there. Additionally, I've got a bucket of lava and some redstone, because I think what else I would like to do is, I'm unsure of how I'm going to do this. Yeah. So let's turn that off quickly. Let's block that back up. So we'll chuck the lava bucket in here. And then if we don't want any more villagers, we'll just leave this on. And as you can see, it will pour out lava and kill off any villagers that so happen to stay in there without losing our like our village karma or whatever. I don't know what you call it. Let's try one more thing actually. So I forgot that it does it through activation. So let's, can you make deep plate buttons? No, you can't. So let's chuck a button on there instead. And now we press it once for it to come on. And we press it again and it'll go out. So that's where we are. So all these systems need improving on. I'm unsure what I'm going to do with the villagers yet. But it's been a pretty successful day. This build has gone on for a long time. Oh, I've got one more thing to show you. My wife killed me. I got all my tools. I'm just missing some armor, so I presume there's a zombie somewhere with the rest of my armor on. She was doing some DIY and she was doing it wrong, and so she asked for my help and I begrudgingly helped her. And yeah, I forgot to pause the game. I just sort of dashed off in a hurry. Oh well. But I think that is all we're gonna do for today. It's been an interesting episode. We've laid the foundations for something quite big, and so we can keep improving on that. But I think we're going to leave it there. So until next time, see you later.